Hello, good morning, welcome everyone. Welcome to Bodhi Tree Story Time. I'm going to check. Yes, we are live. It's just 11 o'clock now, actually 11:02. So we're gonna give it a couple of minutes. We're gonna wait for everybody to join in. If you're looking later on remotely, you can skip a couple of minutes and I'll see you while I'm reading the story. If not, wait with us for a minute. Okay, so happy Monday. The weather has changed. I don't know if you've been listening to La Mucca Moca, our Italian book. I posted it a couple of days ago again. We were doing a weather chart, and that would be an amazing activity to do today. Yesterday was super hot, and not actually, 2 days ago was super hot, and yesterday got really cold, and today is windy. The wind is howling. He's talking to us. I wonder what's he saying. For today's story, I have The Detective Dog by Giulia Donaldson. We really love this book, and as a few of Giulia Donaldson books, this one is also in a rhyme, so it's a nice book to read and listen to. I'm gonna wait another 2 minutes before we start reading it. I wanted just to tell you, if your child is 4, 5 or 6 years old, we have been doing virtual online classes via Zoom. We've been using the Zoom platform, and the children have been learning lots. We've been doing math and phonics, reading, writing. We've been also doing knowledge and understanding of the word. We've been learning about time. This week we're doing reptiles, so we're looking at snakes, and we do life cycles, and it's a really fun interacting lesson. It's only half an hour, but it's done daily, and we have a few students, and if you schools won't be open for another 3 weeks at least. So if you're looking for something to do with your child and you would like to have some more structured development and some more learning, you can inquire on our Bodhi Tree website, which is not working at the moment. So just our Bodhi Tree Facebook page, Giulia Bodhi Tree, my personal page. There's lots of information. Also on our Instagram account, we have a post with a couple of words about it. If you spread the word, it will be amazing. If your child is a little younger, 1, 2 or 3 years old, then go and have a look at our other stories. And as I was saying, the website is not working. There's a problem with it. We're trying to fix it as soon as possible, but you can go on our YouTube channel, Bodhi Tree Nursery, and in there you can find, there's a playlist with all our stories, and you can listen to the books, and then you can go and play a game. So it's 11:05, and I think I'm gonna start reading you the story, and then let's see if I can give you a couple of tips for a fun game. Today is all about smelling bottles and using our nose. We've done that before in our second video, in our second lesson, with Little Bunny Follows His Nose. And today we have the Detective Dog now, which, here it is, with his nose is sniffing around. So let's have a look. What fun adventure is he going to go on? So, The Detective Dog. Let's see. Can you all see? We start with this page. It's a very big book. Okay, I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna show you the picture, because keeps falling. There once was a dog with a keen sense of smell. She was known far and wide as Detective Dog Nell. Sniff, 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 time after time, Nell the detective solved crime after crime. Who threw the hazelnuts down from the trees? Can you have a look? Yeah, who's throwing the hazelnuts? Yes, the squirrels. Oh, who took the honey away from the bees? Oh, I wonder. Who took the honey? Yes, little mouse. Oh, who did the poo on the new gravel path? Who did? It's the cat. Yes. And how did the spider get into the bath? I wonder. I don't know. How did the spider get into the bath? Sniff, sniff, sniff. With a whack of her tail, Nell the detective was hot on the trail. Nell shared a house with a person called Peter, a very nice child, though he could have been neater. And 6 years old Peter was one of those boys who kept on mislaying his clothes and his toys. Sniff, 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 nose to the ground. These are the things the detective dog found. The bass in the bowl and the book in the bed. Look, have a look. So this is Peter. And that's the bass in the bowl. And that's the book in the bed. Oh. The sock in the sofa and the shoe in the shed. Look, there's a shoe over here next to the watering can. Oh, that's not the right place for the shoe to be. The tumble-down teddy, the bounce-away ball, and the toilet. Nell the detective discovered them all. Now, Nell did detection from Tuesday till Sunday, but did something totally different each Monday. Today is Monday too. Let's see what Nell is doing on Mondays. She found Peter's bag and she tracked down her lead, then set off for school, where she heard children read. She's going to the library. The children loved reading their stories to Nell, and Nell loved to listen and also to smell. Sniff, 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 mixed in the air were plastilin, custard, and newly washed air. The crust in the beans and the coats on the hooks, but the best smell of all was the smell of the books. Look at this school. This is Peter's school. I think that's either his classroom or his library. Do you have a library in your school or in your nursery? At Bodhi Tree Story we have 2 libraries. Yes. And we have lots and lots of books. Oh, you too? Oh, fabulous. Let's carry on reading. Let's see what books they have in this school. Books about dinosaurs. Books about night. That's the dinosaur and that's the night. Books about planets and meteorites. Books about princes who turned into frogs. Books about dragons and books about dog. Yes, that's the dog over there. But then came a Monday when all was not well. Nell sniffed the air and she smelled the wrong smell. Something is not right. I wonder what it is. Oh no! Look, everybody's very sad. Into the classroom, the 2 of them hurried and found Mr. Jones looking terribly worried. He tugged at his ear and he let out a sigh. Peter looked round and he started to cry. Sniff, sniff, sniff. What was going on? The books, cried out Peter. The books have all gone. Oh no, there's no more books. Oh dear me. Nell gave a growl when she heard the bad news, then started sniffing and searching for clues. Sniff, sniff, sniff on the bookshelf. A cap! The thief must have dropped it. The terrible chap. That's the cap. Nell sniffed the cap. Then she tagged on her lead and woof! She was off at astonishing speed. Wow, she's fast. Everyone followed Detective Dog Nell. She stopped at the traffic lights. What could she smell? Sniff, sniff, sniff. Haddock and hay, pizza and penguins, and further away, the smell of the thief. And how very exciting! Thousands of pages, all covered in writing. Then, woof, they were off, with no time for a stop, past the farm and the zoo and the takeaway shop. They raced through a field where the rabbits smelled good, then over a golf course and into the wood. Yeah, they're going in the forest. They thrash through the undergrowth, leafy and dense, till they came to a gate in an old wooden fence. Then Nell started growling and pricked up an ear. She barked, and the bark meant, "The thief is in here." The thief is behind the gate. Let's have a look. They flung the gate open and Peter cried, "Look!" For there sat a man with his nose in a book. There were many more books poking out of his sack. And the children yelled, "Those are our books! Give them back!" Sniff, sniff, sniff. The book thief looked sad. Look, has a tear. "I'm sorry," he sniffled. "I know I've been bad. Stealing is wrong, but I just meant to borrow. I was planning to give all the books back tomorrow." To borrow, to borrow. Nell pricked up an ear. She barked, and the bark meant, "I've had an idea." What idea did Detective Dog Nell had? Let's carry on reading and let's see. Then woof, she was off. Oh, she's running again. And away they all sped, including the book thief, who told them, "I'm Ted." Sniff, sniff, sniff. They raced through the wood and over the field when the rabbits smelled good. They panted and puffed past the takeaway shop, the zoo and the farmyard with never a stop, except to retrieve Peter's scarf and his ball, which someone had hopefully placed on a wall, till they came to a building with doors open wide. And what did they see when they all went inside? Where are they going? Can you guess? They're going to somewhere where there are books, I think. And then there was this word, borrow. To borrow, what does it mean to borrow? I wonder where they're going. Shall we have a look? Oh, wow, look at this. Thousands of books, from the floor to the ceiling. The books gave the thief the most heavenly feeling. He gazed in amazement. "Where am I?" he said. And Peter replied, "In the library, Ted. You can join if you want to. There isn't a fee. And then you can take lots of books out for free." Yeah, you can borrow a book in the library. Yes. Do you go to the libraries? Yeah? Well, hopefully they're going to reopen very soon. And then we can go and find some nice books in the libraries close to our home. Yes. Wow, this library is massive. Very So Ted has a lovely new library card and he sits reading books in his little backyard. And when it's a Monday, Detective Dog Nell visits the school with a wonderful smell. Sniff, sniff, sniff. With a faraway look, she smells and she listens to book after book. Books about dinosaurs. Whoops, sorry. Books about dinosaurs. Books about knights. Books about planets and meteorites. Books about princes who turn into frogs. Books about dragons. And books about dogs. All the old books and a new one as well. The story of daring Detective Dog Nell. They wrote a new book. We just read this new book. Oh wow, and that's the end of this beautiful story. I hope you enjoyed it. Every time I read this book, I really enjoy it. So I hope you had fun too listening to the story. And as I was saying, today let's do a smelling game. Let's gather. I put about 6. If you find 6 containers or maybe 6 small bowls or 6 small plates, and then ask your mommy and daddy to go and find 3 spices from the kitchen cupboard. Or if you don't have spices in the kitchen cupboard, which I doubt, you probably have, but how about finding herbs in the garden? Maybe you let me know what you have. Have you got spices in the kitchen cupboard or herbs in the garden? So ask your mommy and daddy to gather 3 of those, and then you do a matching game. You put a little bit of herbs or a little bit of spices on your plates. Yeah? And then you have 3 plates on one side and 3 plates on the other side. And then you need to match the smells. So you take 1 container at a time and you smell it. And you need to think, what can it be? Could it be rosemary or maybe nutmeg? I don't know. Maybe you can guess with your mommy and daddy the smells that mommy and daddy chose. And then after you smelled 1 plate, 1 spice from one side, go and look for the matching one on the other side. Yes. And go ahead and match your spices together. And when you finish matching them, you can make labels if you know how to write, and you can put this is rosemary or this is nutmeg. Nutmeg is a very good word to write. Maybe you can put turmeric. Yes. Maybe you can have some basil. And then another game that you can do once you match all your spices is that you can tell mommy or daddy, what does it remind you of? If I smell rosemary, I think about pizza. If I smell nutmeg, I think about cake. The same like the cinnamon. Now be careful if you choose cinnamon, if mommy and daddy chose cinnamon to put in your plates, you can't sniff it so much because it can hurt your nose. So it's a very small sniff. It's just like, not a big deep sniff like our dog. Yeah, Detective Dog Nell, she was sniffing really loud. She was going, yes. So yeah, just be careful with the cinnamon. Yeah, because it can hurt your nose. But all the other smells, they're all safe. Oh, what about ginger? That reminds me of my ginger tea. And I know some of you children like to drink ginger tea when you're not feeling very well and you have a little bit of a cough and a cold. Oh, today is a perfect day for a ginger tea. Maybe you can make a ginger tea after you played your spice game. And if you really like spices and you're very good at matching, instead of using just 3 spices, maybe you can use 6. 6 spices with 12 containers. You put them in a line, one side, six one on this side and six one on the other side, and then you match them together. So you go and have fun, go and sniff the smells around your house, and take a picture and share it. I would love to see what you come up with. And I will see you all next week on Monday. We have another book. Actually, let's do it like this. Can you choose the book for next week? We have Harry Maclary from Donaldson Dairy, another dog book. Or The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar. So can you choose? I'm going to put a poll on our Instagram and our Facebook page, and then you choose the book for next week. Is it going to be The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar or Harry Maclary from Donaldson Dairy? Let me know. Go and have fun. Enjoy the week. Have lots and lots of play and lots of games and lots of fun. I'll see you all next week. Bye everyone. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.